friend. All right, gentlemen and ladies, I guess if there's, one lady out there watching this, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Blade series. As promised, I told you guys I would show you exactly what I was going to use the Nesmuk for, that fixed blade minimalist knife that you saw the last time on the Blade series. Well, this is my battle belt, my go-to war crap hit the fan gun belt. There's my custom Blackhawk for my Glock. This is a Core Series battle belt. I've got some med right there, a spare magazine. And also, if you guys will notice, I'm right-handed, so for you it looks right-handed, but this is on the weak side. There's the Nesmuk all tucked away perfectly on the left side of the gun belt. It fit perfect. I figured out what that clip was for. It was to belt carry that horizontally. So as you guys will see, it fits perfect on a battle belt. This has all kinds of MOLLE attachments on there. Was able to use the screws, and they provided a 550 cord to secure that there. So if you need it, whether you're stabbing paper dummies on the range, or maybe your range buddy gets out of line and you have to, poke him a little bit to hurry up and shoot his round in the match, whatever the case is, it's nice to have a sticky pokey item on a gun belt of some sort. So really, really cool. It's the perfect size, and I think it's going to fit this roll extremely well in my go bag. So that was that. This is this. And on to the Blade series. Again, I hope the folks over at Columbia River Knife and Tool have liked the video series so far. They may hate it, and they may never send me anything in the mail again. But we trudge on. We trudge on to another video, right? So this is the unboxing. This is the last item in the box that they sent in the 3-part series. Now, we're going to be doing more Blade reviews as the summer goes on, but this is the last one so far from CRKT, and this one is called... This one's really cool. I think this is a very underrated piece of gear that most people, I think when they find out how many uses this thing has, I think they're going to be very surprised on why they don't already have one, whether it's mounted outside your truck, on your truck, backpack, hiking, really anything that you're going to need this multiple use tool for. And this is the Woods T-Hawk axe handle by CRKT. So let's dive into the unboxing. I've never seen this, never touched it, never done it. I'm not cheated on this one, guys. I just opened this instruction manual. I want to go over it all with you right here on the quick, down and dirty review of the Woods T-Hawk by CRKT. Well, I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to fit this in frame, but I'm going to do my damnedest, CRKT. I promise you I'll do this justice to the best of my knowledge. And we're going to be doing the unboxing of the Woods T-Hawk exactly like what we talked about. And here is the lovely manual. So before you dive into it, you should read the manual. Don't do like me. Do as I don't say, and don't however that saying goes. Don't do what I do. Do as I say. So step 1 is to remove the axe head and handle from the box and place axe head at the small end of the handle. We should be able to find the small end of the handle with all the tools that we're used to handling. Oh, look at this. Another booklet attached to... That's a very nice quality handle. I just want you to look at that. I've never seen this before in person. I've seen a few pictures online, but this is a very, very nicely crafted axe handle. It feels like a Louisville Slugger baseball bat, the way it's kind of got the shellacking. So your stick needs to be shellacked. So if you abuse your stick, it's got a coating of protection on it, which makes sense for an outdoor tool. I bought a rake recently from Harbor Freight and also Home Depot. I had to get a couple of different rakes. Long story short, this axe handle feels so much nicer in the hand than those actual tools that were meant to be used outside in the garden. So that just goes to show you that CRKT sources this and cares about what they're putting together and the kind of abuse that it's willing to take. So that is super nice. Let's see what this is. This have a lot of another meme on it about skipping work. Oh, this is cool. How to prove your hunting prowess. Train a bird dog. 2, sign your kid up for hunting safety class. 3, grab your home front hunter and go ahead to head with Sasquatch in the skinning and quartering competition. I like that. I like the meme. I love the packaging that CRKT does. Freaking sick. But that's not what we're here about today. So we've already I have not unboxed this. As you guys can see, this is the T-Hawk. The Woods T-Hawk. The Woods Chogan. So I'm confused. What is this called? This is called the Woods T-Hawk Handle Instruction. But this is also called the Woods Chogan. I guess we're going to find out together. Like I said, I kind of stumbled my way through these because I've never seen these before. So it's really cool to get a first-hand look. Now, I'm not a giant axe enthusiast, hatchet guy. I honestly never carried one in the woods, but I have often longed for one, and in certain situations have wished I had one on my hand. Now, the first thing that I'm going to notice is the design of this head is very freaking neat. So it's not just a stainless finish. It looks like a very, very durable finish. I'm sure we'll read that in the description, but it's got like a rough texture, something that's going to not let debris or wood or whatever you're pounding away with this thing easily dent it or hurt it. I feel like it's very, very, very durable. The type of steel that this is used out of, I'm sure we'll get into the details of that here shortly. It looks like the detail on the front of the hawk bill section of the tomahawk, it looks like you've got some kind of a cutting edge here, not a katana samurai sword type deal, but something that you could easily use to, you know, split wood, cut wood, make kindling maybe for a fire. So all kind of uses you could use for this. I feel like you could sharpen this up to be razor sharp for certain applications. I like this rubber protective coating. Let's go ahead and see what this cover is hiding. Oh yeah, a very, very well maintained edge on the tomahawk. I mean, look how beautiful that is, guys. That is just a fine piece of craftsmanship. It just is begging. I mean, if it wasn't dark outside, I would go out back and chop a cherry tree down, just like George Washington, just because I could. If I had a cherry tree, for us, it'd probably be a pine tree here in old Georgia. But I do like how aggressive this thing looks. It looks freaking wicked. And the back part end is obviously, you know, a hammer type shape. So if you're going to be, gotta be careful, don't cut myself. That is a very sharp edge right there. That looks like very blunt, like a hammer-ish type shape. So I'm thinking like maybe tent stakes or really anything. You could probably just drive a nail with that. I don't think you're going to hurt that at all. Very hammer-like. So anything you need a blunt object for and not a cutting edge, I feel like you'd be just fine, and that would serve you very well at a campsite, hunting grounds, really anything. I don't know if you'd EDC carry this in that type of category, but as far as being utilitarian and having this in your truck or in your pack while you're going in the outdoors, I think it would be well served. So let's figure that this is probably the fat end of the stick, this being a smaller end. So it says in step 2, step 1 was we lay these pieces out. We've done that. Step 2 is slide axe head to the top of the handle. Okay, looks like that's the skinny end. So if we're going to orientate that, it would be like this. Pretty much, this is the fat end, this is the skinny end. We're going to slide that down until we feel a stop. Man, that is just freaking kind of scary. I mean, that thing is freaking wicked, dude. The Woods Chogan T-Hawk. So I'm sure that's not the only step we're going to need there. Let's see. Step 3, set the handle. To set the handle, step 3 is tap repeatedly on a hard surface. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I will be right back. So hang on a second. All right, well, lucky for us, being out here in the shop, we did have access to a hard surface. But yeah, I mean, overall, first impressions of this thing is it's extremely well built. I feel like this stick would last lifetimes, obviously well maintained and not left out in the elements. I feel like normal use with this thing, you'd be fine. I mean, this is, you know, obviously you're not going to cut down an entire tree with this thing. Probably trees, I would say, you know, 4 or 5 inches is probably typical, maybe smaller. But chopping up firewood, chopping up stuff around a campsite, getting your campsite set, whether that's tent stakes or stakes to awnings or whatever you're trying to drive into the ground that you don't need, like I mentioned earlier, a sharp cutting edge for, which this right here is just, you know, take you out of the world. I mean, this is bad right here. This is very sharp. This edge here I feel like could also be used for maybe some other things, cutting ropes, whatever. Also, this leading edge very sharp here too for an axe. I mean, it's a lot sharper than I thought it would be out of the box for an axe. I felt like, maybe you needed to do this yourself, but out of the box, you could go straight to the box, to the woods, and I feel like you'd have no problem doing so there. Again, very easy setup, completely toolless. All I needed was the shop floor here with some AstroTurf, tap that thing right down. And I'm going to put this back on here just for safety's sake. And yeah, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a really, really good tool to keep, whether you're going off-roading, overlanding, camping, setting up a campsite. You could break this down and shove this head down and use it some other way as far as like packing it up, but I think leaving it in this configuration would be the way to go in transporting it. Just having it ready to go at all times. The Woods Chogan. I'm not sure what that engraving means, but I'm sure we'll find out because we're going to read the actual what's CRKT. Okay, so something cool that I found out scrolling through their website is you can get an actual leather CRKT sheath. That's just really, really nice. Let's get that to focus. Got a sheath going. You also got a replacement handle, so if you go extra crazy, you got a Woods Chogan T-Hawk replacement handle. That thing's $15. So, very, very affordable, if you had to replace a handle, whatever. Yeah, so the model that I got shipped, which is actually very affordable. This is $59.99 on the website as of today. This is the Woods Chogan T-Hawk Outdoor Camp Axe. And the description says, the day Ryan Johnson of RMJ Tactical introduced us to the original design of the Woods Chogan T-Hawk in 2014. It was a memorable one at our headquarters. Now we've released a CRKT exclusive repeat with a black magnesium phosphate coating on the head for corrosion resistance, a durable leather sheath, and an aesthetically cool firewood burn handle. The result, same badass tool, entirely new look. So this one must be a different finish. This one looks like the gray 1055. So this is 1055 carbon steel with a Tennessee hickory handle. So that's why it looks so pretty. And yeah, it's just freaking sick. And if you buy this online, you can include the leather mask for the front cutting edge for $15. So 25% off as of right now. But yeah, I mean, just a super overall, really, really nice tool. Very versatile. I can see myself using this all the time. Blade details. Blade steel is 1055 carbon steel. Blade edge. Axe with hammer, black finish, clear lacquer. Hey, I got that right. Blade measurement is 3.5, so 3.5 inches long. Blade thickness is 0.52, so almost a half inch thick. Overall length is 19 inches, and the weight is 1.99 pounds. So pretty much 2 pounds here. So if you can lift 2 pounds, you can utilize this tool and do all kind of summer activities, guys. I mean, yard work, around the house, even for pleasure. Like if you're out and doing camping, whatever you guys like to do in the summer, if it involves wood, campsite clearing, food plot stuff. Hey, if you're going down chopping saplings, trying to clear out a trail to maybe get to your favorite tree stand, this is a lightweight belt carry tool that you could utilize really all season long. I think this thing has a place in every man's tool shed, workshop, in his truck, in the go bag. I think this is a great option from Columbia River Knife and Tool. This is one of their tools, and it's a great example of such items. So I'm glad they sent this out. I'm going to get the use on this very shortly, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little review on the Chogan T-Hawk. Well, guys, there you have it. That is the quick, down and dirty review of the Woods Chogan T-Hawk from Columbia River Knife and Tool, one of their tools. This thing's just really fun to hold. I mean, just to be honest with you, I just want to go chop a freaking tree down so bad I can't stand. I want to find one somewhere and axe it, maybe even tonight with a headlamp on. It's just so freaking cool. But I can see myself using this, like I said, mentioned, all over the place. Hope you guys got a lot out of the review. Like I said, go check out ColumbiaRiverKnifeandTool.com, CRKT.com. You'll get a lot more expert details and all kind of other products you want to see. I've only had a sampling of 3 so far. Hopefully CRKT sees these reviews and doesn't get mad or want to take away the affiliate program or just completely disband the Mojo channel altogether. I hope that's not the case. I hope they got entertainment. I hope you guys did too. If you haven't heard about this brand, I don't know where you've been at, but there's a lot of tools on there, like their brand says, EDC, everyday carry, shit hit the fan, outdoor stuff, tools, the whole gamut. It's just a great company, great guys, and I can't thank them enough for being a part of the channel. Guys, check it out. Hopefully we'll have more blade and tool reviews coming very soon. And if you're a company out there that wants to have a knife or a tool on here for review, shoot me a DM, MojoBuck80 on the Instagram, and we'll get in touch and we'll talk about it. But without further ado, guys, that's all I got. We will catch you on the next one.